Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good about you?
Pretty great. Uh, our prologue before went pretty well, so I'm excited about ours. Me
Yeah,
and Tess were
Brian
both.
didn't
Oh, go
spoil
ahead.
anything. Yeah, but Brian didn't spoil anything, but he said it was really. He said he had a lot of fun. He said it was great.
Yeah, it. We were both a little nervous about it. We're like, heck yeah, it turned out pretty well. Okay. So make sure that your character is set up the way that we would like about everything. I did have one question. Why specifically, and if I missed this, I apologize. Why,
Oh, you're
as
fine.
the firstborn, were you raised in secret? Was it because you're the tiefling?
Yeah, so like I think the thing I was like kind of going for, and again, we can change this if it's not, if it's doesn't like it's not doesn't make sense for Waterdeep, but is with my father being like a rising merchant lord, like not one from like an already established family that maybe having a tiefling as a firstborn son would be like a not bad omen, but like people with that are in the know would be like, so he maybe he's not actually legit, seeing that, like, he made some sort of deal, or I think because from my understanding, Faerun, the like infernal like pacts and stuff, or contracts aren't unheard of. So kind of the idea was like, oh well, instead of dealing with the consequences of that, we'll just ignore, but we'll hide it away. So that's, oh, he's actually my son, and we'll go from there, type thing.
Okay, I do remember that. I just I wanted to confirm that that was why you were raised in secret.
Like I said,
Okay,
unless you wanted to, unless that's what Ren thinks, and above table,
yeah.
there's a different reason. I'm also cool with that too.
Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting thought. Okay. That was my big question. Really quick, what does your day? Let's see. We talked about your ordinary day. Uh, yeah. So, like, do you do everything there at the stables? What's your favorite thing? What's your least favorite thing? And if you like, if there's something that you don't do, what is that?
Gotcha. I think at the stables, I think, yeah, Rim would do most things, especially now that his uncle and his mom are getting slightly older. I'm not saying like they're like elderly, but as they're getting older, and like the way I envisioned the stables too was a little bit like, maybe it's not that it's in disrepair, but it doesn't make money. So essentially, all the money goes back into it. So they can't hire additional help. But I imagine Rin does, like the, again, this is, I'm not sure my knowledge. I've never worked around horses or stables, but I imagine he does all like the shucking of hay, brushing the horses, making sure that that their feeds in the stalls, cleaning up after them. I imagine his favorite part, or I guess my favorite part, would be actually interacting with the horses. Even I imagine like one of his like quirks or things that, like, with animals in general, would be he would talk to them like without realizing it, kind of how people do with their dogs and their pets at home.
Okay, I like it. Mucking out stalls is awful. I will tell you that, especially
I've
during the
had
summer.
minimal experience with it. Yeah, I've only done it twice because my sister briefly was into it, like, as a kid, not to get out of the game, and I volunteered the stable, and I was like, nope, never doing this ever again. Like you said, it's hot, and you have to wear like long clothing. If not, you're gonna get cut up, and or just filthy. And yeah, I was like, I'm not about this life. I'm in IT, so that gives you any indication.
Yeah. I love that show. It team. Okay. And I really liked your favorite moment. That was really cool. What was that night like? Hanging out with. It's cool. I have a cousin named Leora. What was it like hanging out with Lark that night at the tavern at the Skewered
I feel
Dragon?
like I feel like it'd be like kind of like the feeling you would have is like when you pass like a test you've been stressing about. I think that's kind of like the feeling he get, almost like a relief and a little bit like he allowed himself to relax. 'Cause I feel like a lot of Rin is like not that he's like constantly under pressure, but like I think he constantly has like he feels like he's working towards the next goal, the next thing, and just having a night where you just explore and have someone of like mind to talk to that isn't how to put it like who is a little more like polar opposite, but more outgoing than you, so you don't have to like, he could just listen and follow her around and let her, and kind of see the world through her through her eyes or her like her perspective. Even the same streets that he would walk down and gave him like it's kind of a nice change of pace, I guess.
I like that. I when I read that, I was it warmed me inside because I used to run karaoke, and I've seen that happen many times, and it's really cool.
Yeah, that's how I kind of drew inspiration. Again, all the characters are you're a lot of characters from
Yeah,
yourself, and
yeah,
I was like, I'm not that I'm super introverted, but my wife is definitely more outgoing than I am. And if we were to do karaoke or we go out like with friends or anything, she's usually the one like, "Hey, come on, let's go." So it's kind of like what I envisioned between the Rin and Lark or Leora is like she's the kind of dragging him along, and he's not like saying no, but he's like, okay, fine," and the more he does it, the easier it gets.
yeah. That's true. The first time I did it, I was like, oh, I don't know, and then yeah, I ended up hosting it 4 nights a week at various places. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, this is your session. So, perfect. I like that. And then, what is it like for you working as the mayor's runner? Um, what kind of missions do you do? What kind of I see that you like run errands, messages, gather information. But have you ever been given more than uh, honestly that street urchin work? Have you ever been given anything more?
As in more to being like bigger deliveries
More
or just
responsibility? Yeah. Like, get them as
I
they're
think
young. We'll start you watching and running errands, and then when you're big enough, maybe we'll have you with the numbers, or maybe we'll have you running crates. What kind of?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think, like, a lot of that I like, that idea that, like, yeah, when he first especially when he was, 16, 17, a lot of it was just, "Hey, you're gonna sit here at the dock and you're gonna watch and you'll listen or, keep watch of these things and report back to us, report back, what you hear, what you listen to." And as he got more trustworthy and more, independent, a lot of it turned into, like, "Hey, this is a really important missive that needs, that, this important lord or lady, needs ASAP." Maybe there's an important, like, a very important package or like maybe a crate that needs to be I don't want to say nefariously, but like it needs to get to this it needs to get to point A, and the people paying for it do not care how it gets there. So whether that be it gets curried off in the middle of the night and then ends up where it needs to be. That's I think that's kind of I'd imagine the extent of it, unless that's what I kind of think of right now.
Okay. And I seem to recall that you were not, but are you familiar with the Forgotten Realms organization, the Harpers?
Very, very like on the surface, a little from Baldur's Gate 3, and then a little bit from I read some of the Dritz books, but I'm not super versed on it now.
Okay, yeah. And the Baldur's Gate 3 Harpers are pretty dark. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay. Well, they do seem more along that with a little bit of Gentara mixed in. So we will look at that too.
sounds good to me.
Okay. So typical day. When you stay at your uncle's place and wake up and start doing chores at dawn.
I imagine so, or even maybe one of those things where like if he had a late night working, running whatever he, like not running to, the actually doing the mayor's runner role for the Quiet Coin. Maybe he stayed up. Maybe I imagine some days would be like could be one of those things where like he just works through the night into the morning to chucks the cleans out the stalls, brushes the horses, does whatever chores around the stables or whatever needs to be done, and then maybe takes a nap until later on and like through the afternoon type thing. So maybe his schedule isn't always super set. Is that kind of like what I was thinking? Especially leading this almost like pseudo, I don't say double life, but leading this like kind of secret life on the burning the midnight oil.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that you were out just last night. You reported back to Vane, and what mission was that? And why was it special uh, as opposed to the missions that came before?
Hmm. Why was it special? It's a
No worries, yeah.
hmm. Sorry,
So
I'm trying to
was it
make I'm
like
trying to make it like meaningful.
was it the first job of a new tier of type of work? Did you meet somebody that you think is important? Um,
That could be interesting. Maybe because I guess above table, I didn't want Rin to like when we first started to know of maybe his father's company's troubles financially. So maybe the mission itself wasn't incredibly like unique. Maybe it was his typical like bringing a caravan shipment that didn't arrive on time into the trades ward or dock ward, which everything fits better. But maybe Rin heard information about maybe not directly, but he started hearing rumors that there's a merchant family that's maybe going under or potentially, and maybe that information is what makes the made the night unique. Maybe unless you're going for a different vibe.
no, that's great. I like it. Okay. All right. So you
And I
were
feel
up.
like he like
Oh, go ahead.
sorry
Sorry.
go. Oh,
Uh,
I was gonna add on. I was like, I feel like he wouldn't like have pride because part of him doesn't want to know anything about like his previous life almost, but other part of him would be slightly interested. So I feel like he would say long enough just to hear like, oh, it's to find out it's a merchant family, and then he would have like continue on his delivery or with his his run.
okay. Okay. So you've done that, and you're up all night. You're ready to go. The sun's coming up as you come to your house, and it is time to do chores. Since you've been up all night, I would like you to please start with a Constitution save.
Sounds good. I believe I linked things into Roll20, so let's see if this works. And actually, just check or save.
Save.
Okay, got it. Boom.
Nice.
Cool. Nice.
Okay, a 16. Okay, so you're tired, but you're doing okay. You
Yeah,
managed to do all right. Okay, so you make your way through your chores, mucking out the stalls today. It's not so great. And let me get to the right papers. Okay. Muck out the horses, uh, repair a wagon wheel, your familiar routine. Uh,
monotony. He's probably like, ugh, again.
yeah. let's go ahead and say that you have to shoe a horse, and this horse, having just been injured, is in recovery. This is the first time that the horse is healthy enough to shoe. So let's go ahead and start you off with an animal check because the horse is skittish to see if you can get this done.
Sounds good. All right, let's do it. Oh,
Nice.
let's go.
You
Decent rolls.
approach with your hand out. Shh, it's all right. The horse moves its head back and forth, nickers, and does the thing with its paw up and down, with its hoof up and down. And you get closer and closer. Put your hand on its face, calm it, and it snorts. It's almost like a cat's purr. Pretty cool. And you are definitely able to shoe this horse.
Awesome.
Very, very easily, actually. And at that point, give me 1 second.
You're good.
At that point, your Uncle Garrick comes out. Boy, I always knew you were pretty good with horses there. I never seen anything like it though. I've been trying for a week, trying to see if I could get up close to her, but ever since she got attacked by that griffin, yeah, she oh boy, you're the horse whisperer.
I chuckle at him. Thanks, Uncle. You know, it's sometimes I think I understand horses more than people, but also it might be one of those things where my horns aren't nearly as sharp or long as the griffin's talons. So I have that going for me, and I kind of put my head against the horse's head as I continue to massage I'll say the horse of her I guess
Yeah, yeah.
her leg and her hoof.
Well, don't mind your horns, boy. It's okay. Tell you what, you finish up, and what do you want for lunch? I'll fix it right up for you, for us, and we'll have a nice lunch together. I need to talk to you about something.
Well, of course. You got any? Is there any leftover fish? Any fish from the market? I know Mom picked up some a few days ago. I don't know if it's. Hopefully, it's still fresh.
Oh well, don't you know I picked some up just this morning? I had a feeling that might be what you wanted. All right, you'll be ready in about
I'll
half
kind
an
of.
hour. Well, go ahead.
I'll kind of like squint my eyes at him, not like in a fair sleep, but kind of like in the sly smile, like, "Is it my birthday? Did I forget?"
Did you say that out loud or was that internal? Sorry.
No, no, I said that a lot to him. Kind of like I'm kind of like I'm giving him crap.
Oh yeah. Says, oh no, it's not your birthday, son. But yeah, it is. It is kind of an important day now that you mention it. Don't worry yourself about that right now. Just go ahead and finish up with her, and I'll see you inside in just a few. Okay? You can see
Sounds good. I'll be in a second.
he's a little worried. You're inside. Yeah, he's a little worried. Seems not to want to talk about it until he's got you tied up with your favorite food or your
Mhm.
food of the moon.
As I wait, like, or as I finish up with the horse, I kind of like he'll do his like quirk talk and be like, "Hmm, Uncle's Uncle seems worried. I wonder if it's the financials again." Well, time to
The
go find
horse,
out, and I'll
as you say that, the horse like as though in agreement with you.
see, I knew you could understand me, and I'll kind of give her another not rough, but you know how you like when you play with your dog, kind of pat on them real hard, I kind of pat on her like her like muscular side, and I'll kind of like step back and let her like shake out, and then head inside.
All right, you see the meal of fish is there, and Uncle Garrett says, "We'll sit down. Yeah, we gotta talk about well about the ranch."
I'll sit down, kind of. I'll give out a little like a knowing sigh, like I had a feeling we were this was what we were talking about, but please continue, Uncle.
Says, "Well, yeah, of course you notice things around here haven't been so great, but the truth is it's worse than I've been letting on. And yeah, the banking guild is well, it came by uh, early this morning, and no, that doesn't make sense. Well, they came by the other day while you were out, and said they're going to take the property if we don't come up with 10 platinum pieces, 100 gold, and well, that's way out of our reach."
Rin will like, I'll actually drop like my fork or whatever utensil I have and be like 10 platinum. What?
So
What?
yeah, turns out I made a few mistakes on the taxes, and well, turns out I'm in arrears for the last several years. Hey, that rhymed.
So that was me laughing, not Rin. Rin will kind of be in like still in like visible shock and be like, Uncle Garrick. His voice will get real serious. I don't think the stable, the ranch, like I don't think it's worth 100 gold. What happened?
Oh, well, and he discusses this in like really complicated legal terms that you're pretty sure are half made up. And yeah, you get the idea that he is not telling you the truth at first, as he basically just says, "Oh, well, I forgot to carry the one, and then I thought that we didn't have any taxes that year, and you get the idea that it might be a little deeper than that, but he's embarrassed, and he doesn't want to tell you more than that necessarily." How do you feel about that? What would you like to do?
Rin will again kind of sigh, take a small bite of his fish, almost feeling guilty eating it now, knowing that like that essentially every bite is could be money. Um, and out of game, how much coin would you think would make sense for him to have at this point?
Whatever came with your background,
Okay, let me make
and
sure I
your
don't
and your
remember.
class. It's usually if you took gold from one and package from the other, it's usually around 50, and your I know that the backgrounds almost always give 50 gold instead of your gear.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. That's all right. I'll say he has 50. I think that works for me.
Uncle Garrett, yeah.
Well, and again, I was still kind of there'll be like a like not a super long moment, but a moment of silence between them, and Bruno finally reach into one of my many like pouches on the hang off my belt or or underneath my outer coat, and be like, "Well, Uncle," and I'll put a bag on the table. I have half. I can. He's like, "Yeah, I can go find my work. How much time do we have? Because it's an astonishing amount, but we can make this work. Also, does mother know? Have you told mom?
Well, yeah. That's why your mom bought that fish today. She's out selling some of those wildflowers that they had, and hoping to make a little bit of money. But as he like takes the gold, he's like, you can tell that he is kind of ashamed to having to take that much gold from you. But the situation is the situation. He says, Well, maybe if you got this much, I don't suppose it might be too much to ask you to maybe help out a little bit more. They're, oh boy, I wish I'd asked you sooner, but they're coming tomorrow to take the farm or the ranch or the stables. I mean, I keep calling it that, the stables.
Same thing. It's very
Yeah.
similar, but yeah, I'll Ren will I'll give it like I'll go tomorrow, and I kind of his teeth almost grind in the like, and not that he's like angry, but it just he had like I imagine like as you kind of he sat there, thoughts kind of moving through his head, but oh how I could like start gathering this, I could take more jobs, as ask Vane for more opportunities instead of and you can he'll grind his tooth and kind of like let out another heavy sigh and think all these like I won't say negative, but like impossible thoughts about how like this, how he wished his uncle would told him sooner that I can't believe that, he kept this from me. Instead, he'll kind of breathe it all out, put his slightly tinted red hands over his uncle's hands on the table, kind of and they're kind of resting, I imagine, on top of the pouch of gold, and be like, "Uncle, you have been like a father to me. Do not, please don't feel guilt about take this money. This I owe you this more, and with interest. Don't worry. I have friends down in the dock ward, and here I'm well known now in the southern ward. There must be something we can done. Something that I can do. I'll I'll leave, immediately, and I'll go. We have the whole day. It's the whole 24 hours. We have time. We have plenty of time. And he kind of like almost like the like false optimism.
Yeah, you think so? Make a persuasion check. See how much he lets himself believe it.
Oh, okay, I like that. Oh no.
All right. He believes it. He says, "You know what, boy? Well, we haven't really talked about it much, but your father and you, and I know you don't like me to bring it up, but I just want you to know that it's his loss, and I love you like my own, and I'm so fortunate to have you here."
Then we'll give him like a half like sly smile and be like, "The pleasure's all mine, uncle." It was like, "I don't even remember that man anymore." He's like, "I know I call you uncle, but you are my yeah, for all intents and purposes, you are my dad." But and he'll like kind of stand up from the table. Again, it was kind of being slightly younger, doesn't want to sit in the emotional moment almost. But there's work to be done, and we're daylight is burning, as they say. So uh, his mother here, or sorry, she already said she's gone. But I am going to go speak with some of my friends, and I will be back, and I'll let you know what happens. Um, don't let them take the stable. If I don't come back, please don't let them take the stable. There is something we can do. I know we can do something. He's almost like frantic about it.
Okay. Says, "Well, I do my best, but yeah, I'll do my best, and we'll good luck out there, yeah."
And Rin will turn back and kind of like do his little like almost call it a tick where he like moves a coin between his fingers, very roguelike, but like he just kind of something he picked up from his father without realizing. Uh, and as he like goes to turn to leave the main living area of the stable and the kitchen area, it turns his uncle be like, "I don't need luck, uncle. I'm a Calder. I was born with it." And he kind of gives like this like half like devilish grin. Again, still trying to that false bravado, if you will.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Exactly. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's me.
All right. So you head out. Oh yeah, we're on the map. Do you have an idea where your stables might be?
I do
Well,
not. I'll be honest. I did not look at the map. I, f- I would love input if you had an idea where it could be.
all right. I think very north, over in the field yard or field ward rather. There's several
Hmm.
farms. out by the north gate, so maybe somewhere really close, like maybe to Chop Street, Stench Alley, Logan's Walk, Shanty Lane, Soot Alley, Firewine Alley, Bolt Spring.
Cool.
That point.
Um, yeah, let's do Firewine Alley. That sounds kind of cool.
Alright.
Oh, I can ping. Sorry, I've never used Roll20, so I'm kind of playing around a little bit. That's kind of cool.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. So yeah, you can hold Shift or hold your button, or
Or
I think
right
it's
click, I think too. Yeah.
right click. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's do that for now. Stables and stables. Okay. Oh, you had a
Sorry,
name. That's my bad.
this map is awesome.
This is the one in the game is from the module, and then the interactive
Yeah,
one
it's.
is.
I love how detailed it is. It's really really nice.
And then someone went and like fan made that interactive one, which I think is really fun. Okay, Lantern Man. Okay, is there anything that you would like to get from your quarters or prepare as you head out to meet with Vane?
Um, I would probably, assuming that's going to be another like full on day. Maybe not with what I just heard. Rim would probably maybe run to like his like small little room. I imagine the maid's like in or like a makeshift attic, and grab like a few pieces of like salted meat, like as rations, just to keep him going. And then do a quick once over all his equipment. But I think he'd probably have still stuff on him from the night before, so he's probably good to go. He probably doesn't look the most kept, but you do what you got to do.
Okay, so let's make sure that. Okay, so you head out. Let's get your token on there. My bad. And okay, so you head down the field way, down Saltport Street, through Tanner's Alley, and head down through the north or through the gate into, excuse me, out of the gate of the field ward and into the north ward, and head towards your usual spot. You know that there are pigeons around the city that fly and alert Vane whenever you need to meet with him. And so you go to meet with him in the hero's garden.
That's cool.
You wait on a bench, you look away, and when you turn around, he's sitting there, as always. Hello.
I'll give it a little jumbo surprise. I'm like, oh, Vane, I asked you not to do that. You could just say hello as you walk up.
And that's why I do it, right?
Yeah, I figured. Anyway, um, this I know we I know this isn't our scheduled, appointed time to meet to talk. But I have a problem, and I like not that he doesn't like it, he kind of like waits though, like waits to see Vane's reaction before continuing, and then he goes, "If I told you I needed to make a sizable amount of coin today, what would you say?"
Say that it's your lucky day.
I'll give him like an inquisitive look and kind of squint my eyes, and then rub like the tattoo behind his left ear like as like a nervous tick and be like, uh, continue, please.
Says, well, things are kind of weird right now. Well, I guess depending on how you look at it. Streets are hot. Regular channels have been shaky. One of our contacts has missed the handoff and vanished. Happened just last night. Well, I tell you what, the pay is better because the timing is bad and the work is riskier. Are you
Rin
willing to
will
take
flex
on
his
that
hand.
risk? Sorry?
Rin will. Oh, sorry. Go. I was gonna say Rin will flex his hand like in kind of excitement as he focuses and be like, "How much coin are we talking?"
Well, if you find her and complete her mission, 200 gold pieces.
I'll literally like kind of almost like sit back and he'll cross his arms, trying to seem casual, and be like, "You said find her. Who's missing?"
Well, there's one thing. I only have calamari flan. Take that. Never mind. It's from Mandalorian. Did you watch that?
I did. Yeah, it's been a while though. I didn't watch some of the later seasons. I think I watched the first like 2 or 3 seasons. I think I
Uh,
watched until like until Luke shows up, and then we just got busy, unfortunately.
no worries. Not my first joke to land flat.
Very good. I was like, did I miss something? Don't worry, I'll laugh really hard at the next one. I got you.
Thanks. My ego really
No
likes
problem.
that.
You won't know the difference. I'll laugh like an idiot.
All right. Well, her name is uh Thrice Not. What is it? Thrice Not Pella. Yeah, Thrice Knotted Pella. She missed off her handoff at Black Barrel Lane. That's not like her. She was carrying a route change and a warning for one of our clients. Now, recently, the streets are crawling, or you know always that the streets are crawling with nervous idiots and hired muscle. But it seems that tonight, the last few nights, have been just a bit more. I need eyes. I need you to find out if she ran, got bought, got scared, or heaven forbid, got grabbed. I need you to recover what she carried if you can. And if you can't, I still need the truth.
Well, for 200 gold, I'll try to give you all of that and more, Vane. And again, still kind of with the false vibrato. You know, and he'll kind of like pause for a second, be like, "This thrice, she one of ours, or
Yes, she's one of ours.
got it? So it's personal."
Yeah. She, well, I tell you what, we weren't going to tell you this, but we had another mission for you, and if you passed it, we were going to promote you, and she was going to be your mentor. So you better hope for your sake she's alive. She's the one who said that she'd take you on as her apprentice.
He kind of looks like I'll like I imagine like Rin and Vane have this like kind of back and forth like sarcasm they think they do, and he'd be like, "But Vane, I would never ever leave you. What do you mean?" And kind of like give him like that sarcastic smile you give your like your friends that you're to give them shit.
Says, yeah, I'm not going to miss that at all. Not once. Nope.
I'll stand up like preparing to leave and be like, "No, no, no. I know you'll miss me too much. I know you would." But I have to ask, should I be concerned? Not that I want to know what she was carrying, but should I be concerned about what she was carrying?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Got it.
right, that is a 15. Says, well, I tell you what, you'll find out when you find her. But just know it's very important to us.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I've gone off on less,
But
and
other than that, he did say that she was carrying a route change and warning to one of the clients.
it,
But yeah, you
a
gave
route change.
something. Yeah, like when you're gonna instructions that say instead of taking this set of streets, you'll take this set of streets, and a
Gotcha. Gotcha.
warning
Okay.
saying you're being watched. But yeah, you get the idea that even more than that, there is something that she was carrying, and he doesn't want you to know what it is necessarily, unless you complete the mission.
I feel like and like I feel like Rin would feel that's fair. I feel like there's probably been times when Vane hasn't disclosed, what things are, and just and you're kind of just like not expected just to do the job, but like your job isn't to know. The Rin's job is to just deliver or find or listen. So I imagine that wouldn't be like a weird thing for Rin.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, get busy. And you turn around and you look away for a moment. You look back. He's gone.
And I'd be like, "Hey, where should I, after I'm done, where should I find?" Okay, and he's gone again.
All right. And as you, yeah, this is awesome because of the pigeons. As
Yeah,
you are wondering that, a pigeon flies down, and in his voice it says, "Black, Black Dog Lane, Black Dog Alley."
I'll This is not something I was gonna do initially, but I think it'd be kind of interesting. Rin would I think it'd be kind of cool if Rin had like a like a work notepad, like something like a miniature journal. He like would pull out real quick
Like Blue's
and
Clues.
yeah, almost. Yeah, like yeah, a little like it may not a flip one, but like it's just like it opens like a book still, but it's like it just all it is filled with like street names, and he like flips the open page and maybe on his pouch, like one of his like pouches on his belt or like in his yeah, I think it's on his belt. He has like just a little vial of like of ink, and he'll dip like his long like infernal nail into it and just use that as like a quick writing utensil to write down the street names. If you're cool with that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And as he's writing it, he'd probably be like, I really need to get him to teach me how to do that before I get a new mentor, I guess. And he'll like close his book and begin making his way over. And I'd imagine he would know how to get over there, at least with
Yes.
his knowledge of yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Black Dog Alley is write this down.
It also works too for me because I'm also good writing it down.
Okay. I am
Hope-
recording them. We'll be able to put it up and watch it. Then I'll have notes for you too as part of the premium experience.
oh, beautiful. Thank you.
But yeah, it's always good for players because you guys you see different things than I see from a game. So
Yeah, and like my DM brain go like and I'm not to derail the session again, but like usually when I like a lot of times when I DM, I ask like, hey, what do you guys like? What was it? You guys want to do the recap? Because then I can kind of feel like what's important to them. Because sometimes what I think might be important isn't what is was important in the last session.
exactly,
So
exactly. Yeah, Wednesday, the Wednesday game actually was like, yeah, we'd love to do our own because, and they gave like this whole list of reasons, and I'm like, okay. And one of them was like, yeah, you get inspiration if you do the best or whatever. I was like, this one for
that's awesome.
me.
I like both of us doing it because that's one of those things where like how wrong was right, and then they made it one of those things that Rin just takes bad notes.
That'd be great. All right, so you get to Black Dog Alley, and it's not the nicest place. Even though it's up in the North Ward, it's up in the part of the North Ward that's close to. See, I was in the little window. Up near the Field Ward. Basically, just right outside the guard tower. As you're looking around, this is, where she, where she was picked up, it seems. And what would you like to do as you come to this area?
I think I would again this is I was gonna would there be with her being part of the quiet coin or this this like kind of underground organization, would there be maybe signs on buildings that I that Rin could look for that would indicate where his investigation might start? Like maybe like, hey, like I know she would probably like if I see the sign here, she probably was waiting here, and then kind of look around from there.
Okay. Do you know Thieves' Cant?
I do not, so
Okay.
unfortunately, maybe if leveling goes up, he'll eventually take one level on Rogue, depending on how things go. But we'll see.
Okay. No worries. We'll just do this. You'll have disadvantage. Go ahead and make your A first investigation check with disadvantage to
Okay,
see if you can find any. So that since you don't know Thieves' Cant, you have a little trouble learning the
makes sense.
characters.
To just roll disadvantage, or I still roll normally and just take the whatever pops up as the lower one on roll
Yes.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Ooh, not bad.
Oh wow, yeah, he's on point today.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you see a scuffed alley wall. Looks like it was part of the abduction, but you do notice that in it there is uh, a little bit of like a half of a mark that is what would be 3 knots. Her little. It must be her signature. You haven't heard of her, but little three
Gotcha.
knots, and she. You see that little symbol.
Got like so like three like a rope that's tied with 3 knots.
Yes.
Just on
Yep.
gotcha. Okay, just make sure I'm visualizing it correctly.
And yeah, like maybe it's just like a straight line. Let's see. I'll draw something like that because it's got to be done quick. I just. All right,
Oh, you're
you
good.
know.
Like I said, I can try visualizing it.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, just like a line with 3 lines through it, kind of like hash marks.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Makes
Uh,
sense.
so you know that this is absolutely the place where she was abducted. As you look around more, please go ahead and make a second investigation check.
Sounds good.
All right, with a 13, uh, you see a knot of blue cord. It has more than 3 knots on it, but they are in groups of 3. So it may be hers. It may be something that is styled. You're not quite sure.
Hmm. And there's no no signs of like a struggle. No nothing that like points to like maybe like the you said you said it's a blue knot that could be
Ye-
hers. You said
Knot of blue cord.
a blue cord. Um, was that not a blue cord? Was it near maybe a barrel or crate that maybe she could have hidden something in? Or Rin's thinking maybe it would be like, oh, maybe she like had her before something happened, maybe she dumped her package or her whatever she was trying to carry.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make another investigation check.
Ooh.
All right. Unfortunately, you did not see anything like that. This does appear like there's the scuff, there's the three knots, and then she dropped, or somebody dropped a piece of cord that is suspiciously three set or knots of three. So you don't see anything else other than that, but you do notice there is a beggar kid watching you from down the alley. This little Newsies cat, and his pants too big for him.
I'll is he is I will kind of like get up from my like investigation, take the blue cord, put it into like another little side pocket. Maybe maybe it's neat. I need it later, and kind of glance over at this. And you said it's a like how young or old is the like kid?
All right. Let's do 1d6 plus 4. That will be a range of 5 to 10. All right, 6.
So he's like, oh, so he's 6 years old. Got it.
Yep,
Okay. So he's young. He's young.
yep.
Do I have anything I could give him? Maybe. Oh, I do. Okay. Okay. I will. I have a dice set, and then as I get up, kind of brush off some of the dust from the like from kind of being on his like hands, being squatted down in this back street, and pull out some of it, like this like a few of these his dice from his dice set. I imagine just like some D6s that he uses probably to play at the tavern, and slowly approach the kid and be like, hey, kid, yeah, and I kind of hold the dice, be like, do you want to trade? If you can tell me if you saw anything, I can give you this nice toy. And like kind of like Rin has no idea how to interact with the kid.
Yeah. Says, well, you know, uh, uh, and you can see that he does want to do that, but he's kind of frightened by you. His eyes keep looking at your horns, and you can see kind of fear in his eyes. Probably like 45% fear, 55% curiosity. So the kid's sticking around.
I'll again, Rin is mainly dealt with animals, so kind of I'll crouch down to like kind of make myself level with. I imagine he's a lot much shorter than I am, and kind of put the dice out in my slightly red hand in front of me, and try to move some of his kind of like dark, flowy, shaggy hair, and kind of to kind of not to hide the horns, but kind of be like, hey, see, look, it's fine. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just looking for my friend. My name's Rin. What's your name? And kind of wait for him maybe to come to me.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, please.
All right, please.
I
No
don't
win,
usually ask
no
for this many
whammies.
checks, but there's a lot of chances
Oh,
for
you're fine.
failure in what you're doing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't move forward. In fact, he backs up and he says, "My name is Tommy."
Well, hello, Tommy. Like I said, I'm Rin. You sure you don't here? I'll kind of like take one of the dice. Like I have I probably have plenty of more. I can make some more, and I'll kind of just like roll one his general direction. Hoping like not all the way to him, but hopefully he can come to make him come a little closer. Did you? You could have that. That's yours. But did you happen to see a out of game? It was a he said it was a lady, right? Her name is Thrice. A lady. Here maybe I don't know. Last night, early this morning.
Yeah, there was a lady. She was here last night.
Oh, awesome. I'm looking for her. Did you? She's a really good friend of good friend of mine. We kind of go to the same school. it's kind of Rin's kind of like trying to relate to a kid this kid. And did you see anything happen to her, or know if she went somewhere else? I really need to talk to her.
Uh, well, go ahead and make another persuasion check. All right. Uh, I saw her arguing with the porter. And the child or Tommy describes this gentleman, and you
And
know this
you said the
guy,
quarter.
Carter, one who
Gotcha.
builds carts, I believe.
Oh, the Carter. Got it. Got it.
You have worked with him before as somebody who works in the stable. You know him to be a generally disagreeable man. People
As
call
soon
him
as Tommy's,
grumpy when they're
sorry,
trying to be nice. Sorry.
no, yeah. As soon as Tommy says the Carter, Tommy will hear Rin go, "Ugh, that man." And just like I imagine the Ren would have a if he's hard to work with, Ren probably would also not find him fun to work with.
His name is Ida Joe, and he's a Carter.
Got it. Ida Joe.
Carter Eye Joe.
Kind of like Cotton Eye Joe.
that was yeah.
But he'll continue with Tommy and be like, "Oh, you said that they were arguing? Did the Carter man, did he didn't hurt her, did he? Or were they just yelling at each other?" And I'll kind of toss another dice towards him. It's a him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, towards him, just as a little incentive to keep hanging out.
He grabs at it and moves closer so that it becomes easier. So that it becomes easier to grab the die. And says, no, he didn't grab her. They were arguing about something. And then give me 1 second. I don't want to give you the wrong clue.
Oh, you're good.
All right. It seemed like she was asking for him to give her a ride or something like that. I'm not sure. She wanted something, went into the wagon, and he he told her to go away.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I he is like that sometimes. And out of game, I would Rin know roughly where Ida kind of like stays, or where he like sets up shop.
Yes. He is. Ooh. You know what? Give me 1 second.
You're good.
And absolutely, he lives very nearby.
Are we neighbors? Oh no.
Okay. So that will be over here. And let me do the two. Second spot. That is specifically there. Okay. Ooh, that's even more interesting. Okay. The way that this map is moving out, this is going to be really fun because everything's going to be really close together for this little bit.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
Uh,
Well, then Rin will be like, "Ah, I see. Okay, well, he is like that." But and he kinda, he'll stand up, not brother, but kind of brush off his pants and give him to stand up, and hopefully he doesn't scare Tommy away, but, I'll take one final dice out of my pouch and be like, "Well, Tommy, I would give you coin, but unfortunately, I'm in great need of mine today. But I have another dice for you," and I'll kind of roll it at him. I really, really, and he kind of put his hands together, and as he does so, his unfortunately, his nails will kind of point at Tommy unintentionally. I really appreciate all your help, um, but I must hurry go find my friend, and I'll hope not heading in Tommy's direction, trying to back out of seeing he's kind of scared, back out of the alley or street we're in, and make my way down towards how do you say that? Sarah Dune Street.
uh, see, I've got damn thing over there. Yeah, Sardine Street. Okay. So you head down there. Let me see. This is morning, so or it was morning, or oh no, you had just had lunch. So let's go ahead and say it's around 3 p.m. As you head down there, and I said it's summer. Today is a Monday. Yes, today is Monday, and it is the middle of summer, like late June.
Gotcha. So I'm assuming it's warm here on the coast.
Oh yes, yes, but nice.
Hopefully a nice breeze blows through my horns and my hair, cooling me off as he kind of jogs through the streets.
Does indeed. Today is a very nice day. Uh, oh wait, no. We determined that it was overcast today, but
With the
it
forecast, okay.
makes it breezy, but it's still a really nice day.
Still works perfectly.
Okay. You go down there and you see uh Carter Joe hanging out at his shop, building, putting the final touches on what looks like a funeral cart. Very, very nice. What would you like to do as he's working and you're coming up behind the opening in his shop so he can't see you?
Before before I get his attention or talk to him, what is his relationship like with Rin? I guess in their previous encounters, is he always kind of a dick, or is I guess would Rin assume he's going to be immediately confrontational, or is he sometimes not pliable, but sometimes I guess not nice is the word, but is he sometimes professional?
Yeah, as I say,
That's how I
you
guess.
hope you catch him in a good mood, but it's not always the case. So I'd say 70-30, negative,
Got it.
positive.
And would Rin call him? Oops, sorry, I clicked enter. But would Rin call him probably Joe, or would it I guess in the in their street kind of world, their stable world? Does he go by his first name Ida or Joe, or just would he go by Carter? 'Cause he's the Carter.
Uh, yeah, everybody calls him the Carter
Got it. Okay,
because he's the Carter in this neighborhood.
makes sense. Well, then seeing his back's to me, as I approach, Rin will be like, "Hello, Carter. Do you have a second to talk?"
Actually, I'm so sorry. I'm going to move this down to this corner.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, need to turn this down. He says, he turns around. He says, "Oh, it's you. Uh, I suppose so. I heard about your news, and well, I gotta say, I'm really sorry to see you guys go under. I'll be losing
Rin
myself a
will
lot
kind
of
of
good business from you."
Rin will squint his slightly golden eyes and slight confusion, be like, "Garrick told you. Wait, how did you find out?"
Uh, well, best not we talk about that, right?
Rin will kind of like, actually, no, I think Rin will be like, no, no, I think we should talk about that. And like, I have questions about something else, but how did you? I just found out myself today. Like maybe a handful of hours ago. How did you know? And like almost like he's upset about it, but like not like it's almost flabbergasted. Like how does this person know?
All right. What is your insight modifier?
My insight modifier is +1,
Okay.
so passive insight is just 11.
All right. He tries to hide a smug smile, but he just quite can't quite do it. And he says, "Well, just I know people." So, what was it you wanted, boy?
Huh. Okay, and Ren almost like growl, and be like, "Fine, I'll come back after this. After I'm done with my business, I want answers, Carter." But anyway, one of the street kids. I feel like Rin wouldn't call them like beggars or urchins, but one of the street kids said you were arguing with a woman earlier today, or late last night. Her name is
Okay.
out of game. It's Thrice, correct?
Uh, Her name is Pella, and her
Pella.
nickname
Sorry, I wrote it
is.
down.
That's all right. I didn't write it down. Actually, you were supposed to get her description, so that's my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Uh, let's hear real quick. This is thrice, not a knotted Pella, and I will write that in chat. Nobody
Beautiful.
knows what her
I
last
will
name
put.
is except a few people. Her name is Pella, and because she ties really good knots, people call her thrice knotted.
I like it. That's cool. But anyway, yeah, I would. I think Rin would just be like would just call her Thrice Knotted. Be like, one of the street kids said you were arguing with Thrice Knotted up by Black Barrel Lane. I'm looking for her. Do you know where she went?
Well, you know, uh, I think I might remember, but I'm getting old now, and my memories, well, and he just sits there like, you obviously understand that this is a bribe.
Yes, he was a bribe.
Yeah.
Rin will get visibly uh upset and clearly angry, and kind of like he'll like again grind his teeth, showing a few of his like tiefling like fangs, and be like, "Oh man, you've already played coy with me one time today, and one time too many. Tell me if you know where she is or where she went." And I'll try. I kind of like he won't slam his like hands on it, like or hands on and like his shop or his stand, but he'll start getting closer to him. Um, and just like with the frustration, kind of almost making his face more red than it already is.
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation and persuasion check, whatever you feel is more appropriate for that.
I feel like intimidation is probably more appropriate.
Okay. He looks at you and he
Oh my good
says,
rule.
"All right, fine. You're going out of business. I can give you one piece for free, but if you want more than that, there's his accent. If you want more than that, you're gonna have to come back." Wasn't trying to. Okay. Well, uh, there were two drunk young noble types yesterday, and I saw some armed men following them. And Pella came by. She was standing out there. When Thrice nodded, was standing out there, and I told him to stay off the lane. See, I don't want trouble around here, but I could tell that she was watching somebody else, and things are a little strange. Oh no, sorry. Tell that she was watching them, and notices that things are strange around here now. and figured he would just stay out of the way.
And these individuals, they were strange. How was it? The way they're dressed? Is it? I guess you sit there, yeah, like yeah, explain, elaborate, and like he's still kind of a little pissed.
Well, so the two individuals were not strange. They were drunk young nobles. But
Oh,
there have
gotcha.
been a
Okay,
lot of strange going on in the street lately.
my
He
bad. I
talks
misunderstood.
about
My fault.
like, no worries. I probably misspoke. Uh, he talks about strange people having been in the area and just, kind of like a neighborhood watch. It's kind of
I
got that
see.
feeling like, yeah, things are weird right now. Nobody can quite place their finger on it. See, because your mentor said the same thing. Bane.
Yeah, it's been weird. It's been tense.
Yeah, seems
But
very
that's
vague.
it.
Yeah.
Rin would be like, That's it. She was watching two nobles. You didn't see where she left. She didn't follow them. Yeah. For giving me all that shit, you're gonna have to give me more than that.
Well, make another persuasion or intimidation check, or he tries to
Okay,
get something out of you.
he's pissed.
Okay. Says,
He's pissed.
it's all right. Fine, fine, fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. You're going out of business. It's not nice of me to stand over you in your misfortune. It is my misfortune too, after all. After all, you losing all your business. And he says that he saw the armed men following the two drunk young noble types, like I said. He saw, but doesn't care to get involved, that those two drunk young men were kidnapped,
Oh shit. Okay.
and noticed that Pella seemed to panic, which you know that at the level that she is, that is not like an operative of that level to panic. She panicked and he was pretty sure, I was pretty sure that she placed something over there in the crack between those stones, but I looked. No, I didn't see nothing.
Ugh. Well, you probably didn't see nothing because your eyes are getting too old for their wear. And is it within like will I have to leave his vicinity to go to look where he's pointing?
Well, she was hiding behind that watering trough over there, and it looked like she put it in the brick wall. There's a loose brick there, but I didn't find anything. If you find it, you have
Rim
to
will go
split it
over.
with me, because I told you where it was.
Rim will walk over to go inspect the brick. And he won't he'll turn and look at him. And not answer him yet, as to go see where this loose brick is.
All right, please make a perception check.
Yes, sir. Average.
All
Okay.
right,
Okay.
and are you proficient with thieves' tools or sleight of hand?
I am. I am proficient with sleight of hand.
Okay, then go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check. So you're looking around, you're feeling, you don't quite feel it, and then you don't quite see it. You put your hands down, start feeling on the bricks. There you go.
Here's
Okay, good.
there we go.
And you do feel that there is another loose brick, and you can tell, like, it doesn't look loose at all. The mortar looks completely solid. But when you feel it, you can tell that there's the smallest crack, probably hit by magic, that sort of thing. And you're able
Got
to
it.
reach in, pull out the brick, and there is, excuse me, excuse me, a split brass, so it's got a little, like a chip in its tooth, a split brass coin stamped with a lantern on one side and an eye on the other, and that eye is surrounded by 8 circles.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Let me write that
And I'm
down.
assuming this is not something any like this is something Rin has never seen, nothing he's familiar with.
Go. How long you grew up in the city here?
Yeah, I'd imagine, like I said, his father's manor is somewhere in the North Ward. We can pick that later. But yeah, mainly the Field Ward, North Ward, and then wherever we decide the tavern is best placed.
Okay, so you did say just your dad, your uncle. Okay. So perfect. Go ahead and make a history check with advantage, please.
Very cool. And I'm proficient. Let's go.
All right. You know that this is a coin having to do with Xanathar's guild, an underground, uh, organized crime syndicate.
Oh shit. Okay. So he would immediately know this is probably bad, like not bad business, but dangerous business.
Yes. Yeah. These are the people who do the D&D version of like those 80s mob assassination types.
Oof.
Okay. So, as you are investigating, you hear the carter cry, "No, no, leave me alone. No, he's over there." And you see two street toughs coming your way. And they seem,
Mm.
to be looking for you. What would you care to do?
And are they so they're are they how heavily armed do they look?
They are not armored at all. They're just wearing like dock worker clothes, but it's summer, so short sleeves, pants, heavy boots,
I
like
think
the
Rin would be like, sorry, go.
I was to say like the mechanic from Atlantis, Lost Empire.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good description. I've never thought to use that. I like that. And I think we would like I think he would immediately stow the coin, try to like hide it away in a pocket really quickly, and be like, Carter, who are your friends here? Who are your friends? Like, I didn't know you were expecting company, and kind of slowly start backing out of the alleyway, like away from them.
All right.
Is there a way out, or is there like a wall like blocking, like, or just am I boxed in?
There is a way out if you're able to climb up several crates and jump over the wall. So as you go to split, they're focused on you. You see Carter doing the same thing, splitting the other way. So please go ahead and make two acrobatics checks as you have to
Got it.
jump up onto the crates without knocking them over or falling, and then jump over the wall and land safely.
There's one, and then here's another.
All
Well,
right,
yeah.
parkour. Would you like to describe what that looks like?
Sure. I imagine like so of the crates and barrels, are they like how like they stack too high, or are they more I guess are they more like stacked horizontally?
More like they're stacked not quite evenly, so the
Got it.
weight isn't distributed on the structure the way it should be.
Very cool. So I think I parkour wise would like hop up one barrel and almost pretty high, and almost in a way to get like to clear the other barrels, to get like essentially clear out of the street, if I'm envisioning it correctly, like kind of like rock the barrel back intentionally, so like if I were to stand on it too long, I'd fall. But as it rolls forward, I imagine he just like kind of launches himself up and is barely like with his hands pushes off the top of the other barrel to like kind of like do a little like skid over the top of it to like slide out of the alley and then try to make his way clear, if that makes sense.
Heck yeah. You land on a few crates on the other side, do the same thing down. You land on one, and as you look back to make sure that they can't get over the wall, which they can't, you notice a small gnome sized hand laying out of a crate in a kind of like a hidden position. It
Oh,
seems
on
to
one of
be
the crates I just
attached
jumped
to a
over.
body.
Oh no, and I think Rin would probably immediately assume it's Pella, and
Yes.
it's essentially it's the crates I just jumped over.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you jump over and you look back and you see that somehow she's in these crates in a hidden way so that people looking over can't see her.
hmm.
But it looks like for whatever reason she didn't go very far from the other side of the wall.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, my brain went. Oh, she's like unconscious or dead in the crate, and her hand like came out.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, then I'm
Yeah.
taking it the right way.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, and just so I understand, out of game, I would have to turn around and face them to like essentially like look at her body.
Yeah, so you're running, you jump over, you land on the crates, jump over the crates, land on the ground, turn back to make sure that they can't get over the fence, which they can't. And at that moment, you see out of the corner of your eye the hand, and as you look, oh, it's a
Gotcha. Okay.
gnome-sized hand.
Gotcha. Okay. So I, just make sure I was there's no danger currently. So yeah, I would
Yeah.
immediately like I guess sprint over like to where where the hand is and essentially like just investigate, but like like rapidly trying to see what's going on here. If if she's injured, if she's hopefully not dead.
All right, please make a medicine check as you notice that she's not dead. See if you can
Oh
find out
my
further
goodness.
evidence, or further clues, rather.
Yeah,
All
that makes
right.
sense. Rin's not very good at that.
Yeah. Turns out she's not dead. She's just in bad shape. She probably needs to get some medical attention fairly soon, or she'll get worse. Essentially, she got beaten to death, and you can tell that, or not beaten to death, beaten unconscious. But that's as far as you got.
I think Rin would not panic, but his heart rate would definitely start, increasing with the, like the thugs happening, with like the adrenaline from jumping over, kind of parkouring over the fence and the crates. I will attempt to essentially scoop her up in my arms. And would I know roughly where to go, or would his first instinct be, you think, to return to Vane? I, yeah, I don't know. Out of game, I don't know if he would know where in the city to take her.
Uh, you know that there is an abandoned house or an abandoned tavern with the house above that has been closed for a long time because people say it's haunted. But you know that that would be a safe place to go. That would be right here, very nearby.
Perfect. I think the first thought he had then would he would immediately like sprint that direction. Kind of along the lines of like, oh, it's we're in emergency mode. First thought is best thought. And I imagine as I would be like running, kind of dodging people through the streets, kind of having her like trying to like kind of cradle her in his arms. Even though he's probably never met her, he'd be like, all right, Thrice, it's okay. Well, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's not, this is nothing. It's not a big deal. Because I imagine I don't think Rin would be around that level of violence too often.
Okay, I like it. So yeah, you successfully get over there with Hella, and let me get her token. So let's see, change name. Or three, not got it. Okay. You're there, and after another hour or so, she's able to wake up. You tend to her and all of that. So right now it's about 4:30. After everything to do with interviewing the Carter and running. So it's about 4:30 in the evening, and she wakes up, and her eyes blink, and seems shocked to see you. She doesn't know who you are. She doesn't seem shocked by your horns or your skin color so much as the unknown quality of your face. She reaches for her weapons. Uh, did you
I'll
do
I'll
anything
immediately
to?
put no. I imagine I list all her stuff on her. I would
Okay.
probably have it like I think he would have like using his eyes only would have like glanced over to make sure like nothing's sticking out of her. Nothing was like she like there's nothing. Rin still being mid 20s, like his imagination going wild. Like she she poisoned. So he kind of would like look over that way. But I would imagine he would have enough respect for someone that might be higher standing than his mentor than Vane that he would have left all her stuff alone. But I imagine he as she wakes up and she draws her blade like or her whatever weapon she has, he puts his hands up and be like, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm Rin.
Uh, Reed, hi, Reed. Yes, I recall. And you can see that like she's having trouble remembering, or a little fuzzy at least. Let's say. And she
Uh,
says, "I was supposed to teach you. It is nice to meet you."
you too. And I kind of put my hands down and be like, I'm sorry we have to meet in these circumstances,
You saved
but
me.
I don't know if I wouldn't say call it saved you. I more like I located you. Did you put yourself in the barrel, or did you get put in there? And I kind of like looking up, like kind of like as I do, so he glances up or down at all her like I'm assuming she's covered in bruises.
Yes, she is covered in bruises. Uh, she says, uh, "Well, in case something happens, I tell you everything. I saw two groups, and I was on watch looking for suspicious activity. I can't tell you more than that. I'm very sorry. But unrelated to this, I saw two groups moving, and they seemed suspicious, so I go looking after them. And I heard one of them talking about Lord Never Ember's son from Neverwinter. And then I see two drunk bops coming off a tavern route. Seemed like they had just come from bar hopping. It seems that one of them got seized. Things got bad. I tried to help the other one escape, and I got beat up. And it seems they took him too. I just managed to escape and put myself in the barrel before I passed out.
Well, that's
Uh,
it's impressive that you're able to even do that. I don't think I could have done that. Kind of solemn, but and I hope hold a coin out and be like, did this is you hid this right? And I'll kind of put it down or like I'll kind of hold it out in front of her.
yes, thank you. And she holds out her hand expectantly. She doesn't say, give it to me or please. She just says, yes, thank you.
Yeah, Raymond definitely. Yeah, he'll take it and put it gently in her hand
All right. She,
and be like, I sorry, go.
as I say, she takes it, pats her vest. The coin disappears. You're not quite sure where. She says, it's best if we don't talk about this to anyone, please.
Oh, of course, I would never talk about business with outsiders, but to ask, I don't know much, but does that have to do with the out of game? Would it be okay just calling it the guild? I guess would she understand like, or is there a term? Like, I don't. I feel like it'd be weird if he just called it Xanathar's guild.
The coin,
Yeah.
or yeah, your choice. The company, the guild, the club, the group.
The
something
company
like
sounds
that.
kinda cool. We'll call it he'd probably be like, "Does that have to do with the company?"
The CIA.
But the company, yeah, like the CIA, yeah.
In high school, I actually knew a girl whose dad worked for the CIA. It was the worst kept secret in town. I think he was just like some
Everyone knew.
analyst or something, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's from what I understand, majority of the CIA and the FBI are like, I think like the orgs are like 65 or 70% analysts, like data analysts, which makes sense. But
He still wasn't allowed to talk about it, but we. Okay. So she says, I heard them talking about where they were going to take him. And they said it was going to be, this would be much further away. Over here, over by Diamond Street. They said something about the House of the Moon.
Ren will pull out his like his own notebook, like I'm doing, and be like, "House of the Moon." That doesn't sound familiar. Oh,
It is a temple, I believe. I'm not familiar with it myself.
but they kidnapped those that the young noble and brought him there to the temple.
It sounded
That's
it
isn't that quite?
sounded like that was a meeting spot.
Hmm. He's like, that's what a strange place to hold business, and he'll like say like the temple, but is he's like, but Vane asked me to locate you and locate your. Sorry, this is me pausing, not him. Your package, your mission. Are the young nobles part of that?
She says that no, the nobles. It does not seem that they were connected, but it happened right under my nose, and I could not stand by while two men get kidnapped. At least without getting my ass
Understood.
kicked.
No, you definitely are. I I would say 10 times out of 10 you did the correct. You made the correct honorable decision. But one, I don't know if I have the bravery to make myself. But is your intention to still continue after these men, or should we go back to see Vane? Obviously, I would much rather you rest up to get your injuries healed before attempting anything.
Um, if you would please, I am going to rest up here. But if you would go and follow up on this, I would greatly appreciate it. You would be completing my mission.
Of
And she
course, of
says
course.
that because this is a safe house, there are pigeons that are trained to go back to Vane.
Got it. So he's aware of what's happening.
Yeah, you guys can send a notice using Animal Messenger.
I think Rin would do that. He'll send a quick pigeon message about what's happened. It's a brief recap, and then kind of release the pigeon out.
Okay. Pella has some soup, some ice. She's got her stories, and she's going to rest up. Is there anything that you would like to do there for her, or to prep before you head out to look for more clues?
Um, Nothing mechanically. I think how he would take a piece of his jerky, and you know partially chew it up. It's probably kind of stale at this point. From his pocket, take a little drink of from his water skin, and then head out, bid thrice. You know, uh, whatever. They wouldn't like bow or anything, 'cause but I imagine he would. whatever the quiet coin would say to each other as they departed, and then he would leave. So I couldn't think of anything cool in the moment.
Something like spending your time quietly or in contemplation, or there's a pun in there. Okay. So, you make your way over to Diamond Street near the House of the Moon. And let's go ahead and say, as time is moving quickly, that you are able to find signs of struggle near there, like perhaps somebody tried to escape. And you see a handkerchief that smells of fancy men's cologne, with the initials embroidered, the monogram, uh, FB, as in frogs bouncing.
Got it. FB. Ren will kind of like wrinkle his nose at the cologne smell and be like, "Ugh, FB," and then kind of like shake his head, be like, these nobles and their sense." Ugh. But well, I guess above table, the temple is like the where he says the sign of struggles. I'm assuming it's like the back of the temple, or is it actually like inside?
It was actually outside, maybe about half a block away. Like
Gotcha, like
they
in an alley.
realized where they were going. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and make an investigation check. It seems like maybe
Yes,
they
sir.
realized where they were going and try to make a break for it. All right. You can see that it was a fake attempt, knowing that they would not be able to actually escape. But this person had this presence of mind to drop this, so that it wouldn't be seen and it would be easily found by somebody who was looking for it after the fact. So it's like just perfectly placed by somebody who knows how to leave a sign that they've been kidnapped.
Got it.
And with a 21, you can tell that with the perfume, the style, the description of the two rich cops, this is somebody who has prepared to be kidnapped because of who they are.
And I imagine with like Rin's early education, like that's pretty common in like the higher like so he would recognize this as probably like a pretty important house or important noble then.
Yes. In fact, make a history check straight across.
Too.
DC is going to be, ooh, nice.
Oh, let's
There are
go.
several, but the only one that you know that fits the description given of this well dressed drunk guy, his name is Floon Lagmar. And it's funny
Fluid
because you know that
Lagmar.
he is friends with Raynar Neverember. Raynar
Ah,
Neverember is the son of Lord Neverember of Neverember. Raynar Neverember is the son of Lord Neverember of Neverwinter.
that's a mouthful.
Yes. And Thrice Knotted Pella had heard the kidnappers talking about that.
Ren will scratch his head, be like, "Oh, it's all kind of making sense now." these freaking these rich these rich people. Like not he's mad at them, but just like the situation they're in. Out of game, it like does it seem like because he dropped the handkerchief, it still like indicates that they're inside the temple, like or that's where they were heading, or like or
Yeah.
around that area.
Yes, they are definitely going to go inside the temple.
And is it getting like is it still light out or is it dark at this point?
You probably have about an hour till dark. It's summer, so it's probably. Oh yeah, it's summer. And you guys are about halfway down the coast, so I'd say that someone said around 8, and it's about 6. So you've got. Oh no, you had to go all the way across town. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay. with it being later and maybe not as like as bright, I think he would try to inconspicuously try to like scope out the outside of the temple and see if there's ways to see into it, maybe through windows. Just to kind of got to get a lay of the building before just charging in. He definitely, charging would definitely be his like his like not wouldn't be his first instinct.
All right. As you look in, you see nothing out of the ordinary at a temple of this kind. People are doing their thing, and nothing seems out of the ordinary on the surface.
Gotcha. Does is the temple open to the public, or is it like a clergy only type deal?
It is indeed open to the public.
Okay. Well, then I guess if it's open and it doesn't seem inherently immediately dangerous, Ren would cautiously, with his eyes, peered head on in, looking for signs of, I guess, more struggle or people or I guess of location or areas where people maybe would be stowed away.
Don't go in there.
You hear in your head.
He'll literally out of game and in game. I was like, oh, I literally gasped. That scared the shit out of me in a good way.
Yeah.
Red will literally almost like crouch down and shoot like almost like half sprint into like a nearby alley like no one's in and be like look around like, and you almost be like who's there? Who's there?
And you hear no response, but you do feel something inside of you. You feel it as you know it's external, but you do still feel like it's reflection or its echo inside of you. And you feel pleased, or it feels pleased, that you haven't gone in yet, but it still doesn't respond.
Oh, Red will kind of calm his breathing and again
You,
like no, even yeah sorry go.
I was just to say, as you calm your breath, you hear in your exhale the sound of turning pages.
That's dope. Oh my god, so cool. Sorry.
That's all I.
Oh god,
That's
what
all
we
I
need.
have for that.
Oh, that's so cool. That's super cool though. I like that. Oh, that's so cool.
Thank you. Glad you do.
Is that where we should end, or should I continue?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. That is a great place to continue. If you're good to go, the 15, 20 minutes over that I took for a break, I don't mind giving you the full 2 hours at all.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know where we were kind of like quote unquote post a stop in terms
Yeah.
of like the prologue.
Yeah, no, I figured that we'd wrap this up. You'd go back to turn this into Rin, or turn this into Vane, rather. Your Rin.
Yeah,
And then you get your money, and you can take it back to Uncle.
I like that. Yeah, I think role play wise with the like feeling like almost like not being like kind of like ordered, but like oh like the advice like don't go in like the really deep voice don't go in there. I I almost feel like like Ren, like not that he's being a trance, but like he would feel compelled to listen. And before he kind of like he I imagine like it would be cool way like he like we kept catching his breath and hear the sound of the pages, and he's already like walking away from the temple. Like he's already kind of almost like down the street before he even realizes it.
Nice. Uh, you feel that it is pleased that you heeded its warning, and you receive. I don't know. You said you had already had a weapon, correct?
I put the like just like to have it in like I wasn't sure like if we were gonna do if like what would happen in the prologue for combat, so I put the a long sword as a packed weapon in the sheet, but that's kind of just there as like so I had something there.
Okay. In that case, as you're walking, you feel a weight on your hip that wasn't there before. Actually, not while you're walking. It's just after you set out. You feel a weight on your hip that wasn't there before. You are gifted with a weapon of warning, longsword,
S- That's sick.
and of course, this will give you, if you take your pact of the blade at first level or second level, then yeah, then that would be you can forge your bond with this one.
For sure. He definitely would do that. Are you out of game so cool with it looking kind of the way I put in that picture?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's awesome. Weapon of warning. I think even though he feels it on his hip, he would like reach out, but I don't think he would focus on it yet. I think the focus would he kind of clear his head and then be like, focus, oh, the stable, and I think he would head to where wherever Vane and him would normally meet, or wherever the pigeons gather, I guess.
Heck yeah. Okay. So you make your way back to the stable. Oh no, to Vane. And by that time, they have brought back Thrice Knotted Pella. She is there too. And in fact, you don't meet there. Where would you guys go?
maybe
Somewhere.
the maybe the tavern we always frequent, or just a tavern. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Actually, yeah, let's do that, and then we'll end before you go to Uncle's because that would bring us right to. That would bring us right there. Okay. So yeah, the tavern is the Skewered Dragon. I like that. And yeah, they're giving the performance. See, okay, give me 1 second. It's Monday night.
Oh, you're good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and say that it was Tuesday all day
Just like real
because
life.
yeah, yeah, it wasn't Monday. It was Tuesday, which actually fits better with that one too, and we can just crunch it. Perfect. Because tonight, Tuesday night, there is a performance that she's giving, and yeah, you know that that Vane also likes her music, and Vane will be there, and it's a nice little cover for everything. Yeah. Okay, that was a nice easy fix. Or switch rather. Okay,
Cool.
so you get
I
there,
love it when it works.
right? So you get there, and Pella's already told him what happened. Says that, well, she recovered the token. She didn't mention anything about that. Neither does Vane. But yeah, she tells him everything that happened, both, and you give your little bit, and he gives you 100 gold pieces.
Oh, thank you, Vane. Thank you, Thrice. You guys don't know how much this means to the Calder family. We really needed this. I can't thank you guys enough.
Says, "Oh well, we know that things are going bad, so." Oh, that's your uncle. Says, "Well, we know things are going bad, so just thought that I'd try to help you out, and you helped us out more than you could know." Oh look,
Vane will
she's.
like there'll be like
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, go. No, you're good.
No,
Go for it.
it's good for you to go.
Vane will probably give let the silence fill for a second and be like, and then kind of like not grit his teeth, but like you can kind of tell like he has a hard time like expressing not gratitude, but like feeling indebted and so he'll be like, don't worry, I will I'll make this up to you. I feel great debt to both to you, Vane, and now to you, Thrice, and I won't let you guys down. I will be, I will make something of myself. I will be great eventually. And it almost like his like as he says it, I imagine he kind of reaches over and kind of like almost touches his side where he felt that weight.
The moment sits just long enough for the audience to appreciate it, and then you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your favorite songstress." And you can't even hear what her name is, even though you know, because everybody's like, "Woo, yeah!" And it is at that point that we will end tonight's session. We are at, I can't remember the name of this place, and I hear it in my dreams all night. The Skewered Dragon. Skewered Dragon.
Like I say, if we need if it works better to change the name to something else, that's just a I kind of looked up. I was like, what are taverns that are in this ward, maybe, and in other editions.
Yeah, no, I like it. The Skewered Dragon doesn't have its own. Yes. Oh, okay. The Skewered Dragon is docked south between Snail and Net. Okay. Ooh, that's way down south.
Yeah, like I said, so if it doesn't work, we can pick a different one.
No, I'm totally into it. That's actually really cool. Because it's away from everything else in town. I like it. And we'll do a little try. Okay. So session 0 theoretically is next Tuesday. I've got Soren's prologue on Friday, and I'm not sure about the Sobe yet. He's
Gotcha.
working on his prologue. We'll probably get it. I'm sure we'll get it scheduled before Tuesday. But we're gonna start Tuesday, short of something crazy happening. And
Beautiful.
heck yeah. We're starting at the
Yeah,
tavern. The performance is going on when the inciting incident happens.
awesome. I'm super excited. I think it's even this session 0 was a ton of fun. Hopefully I didn't talk too much.
No, it's a one-on-one. You're at least 50% of the time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I always not feel awkward, but was like, hopefully I don't sound stupid.
No, not at all. Is there anything that you would like to talk about, ask, or anything about your character or moving forward for the next couple sessions?
I don't think so. I think I mean from the questions today and then other stuff, I think we're really like, fine tuning and kind of I think we both have a really good idea of kind of like we're like I think we're on the same page like I was trying to say with Rin. Yeah, the voice for the patron there that was really I like that. That was real close to the mic and I have you turned up pretty loud just so I could and I was like, "Oh shit." It was no, it worked. I think I was like, "Oh, it worked really well" because his reaction was my reaction.
Heck
No, but
yeah.
yeah, I had a really good time.
I'm so glad. I did too. Um, like I said last time, I was worried about the $50 price just getting rich people, but I'm glad that people are actually looking for quality. Or that means a lot to me, and I'm very glad that you're a very skilled player, and I'm glad that both of you guys are.
I try, like I said, I know we both try to be. A lot of mine comes from like the being forever DM. So I'm always like, what would I want, or like what would I think would be cool slash like that's why I like a lot of the patron stuff. Like I said, if you want to, we can collaborate. But if you want to like full go for it, I'm 1000% into it. Or anything you want to change, like or like make it mysterious in the max, or like even like the stepmom. Maybe she has complete other reasonings that Rin would not be aware of. I'm 1000% cool with that. I would love to be surprise, or if it makes the story more interesting or adventure more fun, I'm super super down. So I know in the brief 15 minutes Brian called me, Tesh, and he was like, yeah, it was dope. He's like, I might have died, but it was dope. I was like, you died. He's like,
Yeah,
but
he
yeah,
did.
he
Did almost die.
he's super excited.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that warms my heart and makes me so happy that you guys enjoyed it that much.
Oh yeah, like I said, and I hope you enjoy having us too. I know, like I said, we've tried a few different tables for handful of sessions, but sometimes some sessions or some tables can be very very just put the Foundry map down and move the pieces around, and that's not the kind of game that I was really looking for or we were looking for. So this is I like this a lot. So
I'm not gonna lie, maps are a lot of work, and tokens are a lot of work. So I try to do like I'm there to support the game, and it's always going to be what we need. But everything else is going to be with like art scenes and theater of the mind, and like our role playing it out and like really describing what we're doing, as opposed to just moving 5 feet and what do you want to do?
agreed, yeah, and again, I haven't really ever DM'd like online, so a lot of what I was experiencing like